It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Commanders and the Ravens on Monday Night Prime Time.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the option, here's Spears. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Play action. Here's Hurts. Shakes off the sack. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 6 catches, 103 in the yardage department.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping 1 uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Stroud off the play fake. Olave over the middle. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Commanders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Pass incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
4th down. Here's Stroud. That's to his running back, complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. On the option left, it's Hurts. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stroud working out of the gun. Short throw caught by Pitts. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Full, that got in there to bring him down. 7-7, our score after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. And Stroud now to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Spears to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throw right side, Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets him 14. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Hurts throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he's worked his way quite a bit in this 1st half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Here's Spears on 2nd down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Running with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Stroud. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line. Bill King!
Hurd's going to keep it again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Being chased out left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Stroud. This is caught. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And here's a give to Spears. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 60 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Valentine now from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, here's Stroud. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Smith and Jigba with the grab. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Shedding the tackle, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Dolphins get back over 500 as they win their second in 3 tries. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Mac Jones, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Aaron Rodgers leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On the draw, Robinson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's a 2nd and 8. Stroud looking to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Taken down at the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
So here's Washington now to take over.
They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Complete to Olave on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Robinson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Robinson. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Robinson again. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20.
Right back to Spears. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hurts throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Outright to Smith and Jigba. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Stroud. And he will find his man Samuel. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there at 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd down and a run by Robinson. He gets away from one. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 91 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Stroud. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Stroud will look to throw once more. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now here's Stroud. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Chris Olave. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard
They'll
line.
throw on 1st down with Hurts. Completes to Shakir once again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, Someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Mingo from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Stroud to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing now is Stroud. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., 14 yards. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And 3 yards to go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Fights through him, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. Despite the
and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, what a move. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Commanders' 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Spears. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal.
Now back to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kentavious Street able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this is going to be a Commanders' first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Commanders, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.